a canvas man, and this is kind of what it looks like. So this is kind of the end result. His arm is spinning. So you're going to have 2 days to complete this. You could watch the video and fill it out. This will go into your classwork folder. So this is kind of expanding on what you guys did when you did your own Canvas work. So I'm going to save this as Canvas Man. Oops. CanvasMan.html. Put it in your classwork folder. All right. I didn't have my basic setup, so let me just get that in there. So I have the script. Let me just close out everything. Okay. So here we're just going to do playing with canvas. Okay. We're not going to need the style tag. So that you could title it anything you guys want. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start with the script, okay? So inside my script, I'm going to create a few variables. The first variable is going to be x, setting it equal to 0. Then you're going to have the variable y, setting it equal to 0. Okay, x and y are going to be your positions, just like a coordinate grid. Then we're going to have w and h, and that's for the width and the height. So w is going to be equal to 100, and h is going to be equal to 50. Okay, so that's your first thing. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to define r for the radius and theta, which is the angle. Because we're making a motion, the arm is going to be moving with angular speed, okay? So let r equal 60, that's my radius. And let theta, which if you guys don't know, hopefully you know by now, theta is the variable for an angle, okay? It's just like x. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create my canvas. So I'm going to say let canvas equal document.createElement, and the element I'm going to create is called canvas. Okay, so now I'm going to do document.body.appendChild, and I'm going to append my canvas to my document, just like we did with the board and stuff in adding elements. Okay, I'm going to give my canvas a height, and I'm going to make the canvas height 400, the canvas width will also be 400, canvas.style.background color. I want my canvas to be this gray color that you saw, so I'm going to do RGB, and I'm just going to give in the numbers for gray. So it's just 151 across all hues. Okay, and I'm going to give it a class name, and I'm just going to call it canvas. So these are kind of just like all the formats. And the last thing we do is we create a variable CTX, which is just standing for context. We want the canvas to be 2D. Okay, so now we're ready to create a function that's going to draw our body. So we're going to say function draw body. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to create the head, the neck, left arm, body, left leg, right leg. It's kind of all the same. And then a different function for the right arm because that's what's moving. Okay, so the first thing is the head. So the head is going to be ctx.beginPath. We always begin path to get it started. Then you're going to do ctx.arc. And arc is going to be given certain measures, which we should have learned about yesterday or last time when you did your guys' intro to Canvas. So I'm going to do 200, 90, 40, 0, and then it's telling me what is the circumference of a circle. What is the angles measured of your circle, and we're going to do 2 pi. Okay, and then if you want to draw it, you do stroke. Okay, so begin path and stroke are the things you need for everything. So now we're going to do the neck. Okay, so ctx.beginPath. Okay, ctx. We don't want to move begin path. We want to move to, because I don't want to create a whole new path. So I'm going to do move to, and I want this to move to the end of the head, right? So I'm going to do 200 because that's the center of the circle, and I'm going to do the y-axis to be 130 because that's 90 plus 40, okay, from the numbers before. So move to, and then you're going to stroke. So line 2, okay, I want it to stay centered on the x, and I want it to move on the y to 160, making the next 30 pixels long, okay? And then I want to go to stroke. Okay, so the next thing I have is my left arm. Okay, my left arm is going to be ctx.move2. Okay, you want to move your left arm to the end of your neck. So that's going to be 200, 160. Okay, and then we're going to line 2 to get the left arm to go outwards. Okay, the left arm is going to the left, so you're actually going to lose x values. So it's going to be line 2, and you're going to lose values. So it's going to be 50 lost on the x, and then it's going to be 15 lost on the y. Okay, ctx.line 2. Okay, that's where I want it to start. Where I want it to end is going to be 145, so that it's 5 long, and then 90, so that it's moving over on the y. Okay, so imagine that this was a coordinate plane. Okay, last thing we always do is stroke. Okay, so we're almost there. We have a body, a left leg, and a right leg. So for the body, you're going to do ctx.move2. Okay. For the body, you're going to move to 200, which is the center, and 160, okay, because that was the end of your neck. And you're going to do ctx.line 2, okay. And for the body, you want it to be 200 because you want it to stay straight, and you want it to go straight down to 250, making your body 90, okay. And then we go ctx.stroke. So the next thing is we're going to the left leg. We're staying on the left side of the body. Okay, so left leg. ctx.move2. Okay, this time for the left leg, I'm going to go to 200 because it's the center of the body, and 250. This is going to put me at the end of the body piece. Okay, now I want to line 2. Okay, I want my left leg to go out 140 and 350. So I want it to go out and down. Okay, and then I want to do stroke. Okay, so that's the left leg, and let's do the right leg. Okay, ctx.move2, we got to go back to the center of the body at 200, 250, and then we're going to line 2. Line 2 for your right leg is going to be 260, 350. You want the y coordinates to end the same, and you want them both to move 60 out. So we do 200 minus 60 for 140, and then 200 plus 60 for the right leg, okay? So then we do stroke. Okay, that should finish your draw body function, okay? Now, we remove the right arm because the right arm is going to be its own function, okay? So we're going to do function right arm, okay? And for the right arm function, I'm just going to create the right arm. So ctx.move2. Okay, 200 and 160 will bring us where we want to be. ctx.line 2. Okay, I'm going to go to 250. So I'm going to go 50 out and 145. And then I'm going to do ctx, but this time I want the line 2 to go to x and y, because those are going to be variables that change where the right arm is moving. And then we do stroke. Okay, now we want to do, let's call draw body. Okay, and now we're going to do, so that's a function just to draw the right arm. Okay, now what we want to do is we want to call, let's call right arm. And now I want to do function dance. Okay, this is what's going to make the arm actually move. Okay, so I'm going to set x equal to the radius times math.cosine theta plus 250. Okay, if you're not familiar with cosine, that's not how you do cosine, sorry. It's okay. This is just, we know that the x value in polar coordinates is equal to r cosine of theta. So that's how we get this, and the y is sine. So don't be too concerned about what this formula is. This would be something that was given to you. Okay, and I'm doing 145. So x is 250, y is 145. Okay, that's just giving me a range of motion. or where to place it. Okay, so I want to say if theta is less than or equal to 1.57, okay, that's a radian measure, also something that would be given to you. Then you're going to say that theta is equal to 0.01. Okay, this is going to change your angle measure. If it's not in that scenario, then you're going to leave the angle as 0. Okay, this is going to control the arm moving, so it's not spinning out of control, it's just going up and down. Okay, so that is our dance function. So I'm going to call dance. Okay, and then my last thing I need to do, I don't know where this is from. Let's make sure everything lines up. Okay, the last thing I need to do is just call the function draw. Okay, and the function draw is just going to draw our arm moving. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you actually want to clear the rectangle, and I'll show you what this does after. 0, 0, 400. And this is just the size, x, y, and then the size of your figure, the size of your canvas. And then call all three functions. So dance, draw body, and right arm. Okay? And the last thing is just to set an interval, so it's just a timer on how you want it to draw. So I'm going to call draw, and I'll do it an interval of 1. Okay, so let's see what we have to make sure that this works. And there's your man moving. Okay, what I want to show you that is if I get rid of this clear rectangle, it's going to just do it once, and then you won't be able to see it moving anymore. Okay, so it gets all funky. So we want to make sure we keep this clear rectangle. Okay, so let me open it. And there you go. Okay, so you're going to put this into your classwork folder for me, Canvas Man HTML classwork. Thanks, guys.